Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a soul connection reading. So this could be for any kind of a connection. I'm not sure what's going to come through. There could be a variety of things that come through. It could be twin flame, soulmate, karmic partnership. Basically, if the messages resonate with you, the reading's for you. If it doesn't, it just means that it's not, and maybe I'll tap into your connection next time. But at the end of the day, you feel a soul connection with somebody, and maybe there will be some information that comes through that will be of assistance to you. So this is somebody that you are in either little to no contact with, somebody that you might be in separation with. And we're just going to see what Spirit has to say in regards to this connection. If you feel challenged by it, if you're kind of on the crossroads or the fence with, what to do next, that sort of thing. So it'll definitely be more of like connections that are in challenges for sure. So we're going to tap into some energies using a variety of decks that I have here today. So any of the decks that I've created, I'll let you guys know. If you guys want to purchase these decks, there will be a link in the description box below. If you guys are international, email me and I'll send you a special link. We're going to start off though, kick things off with the Twin Flame Oracle that I created. And just going to bring forth some topics that Spirit wants to basically bring up, the most important things, and we're going to draw 5 cards, the most important things that Spirit wants to bring up for this connection that they want you to know or understand or consider today. So we're just going to basically let Spirit be our guide. Keep it really open. What are some important things that Spirit wants to bring up about this connection? Well, solitude, okay? So something about being alone, maybe purging while we're alone. So like I said, little to no contact, maybe even a separation with this person. It forces people to have to purge because they are alone. People may have been abandoned, ghosted. People may have left partnerships, left people behind, that sort of thing. Maybe they're just choosing to be alone. Maybe they're okay with being alone. It doesn't have to be a negative, but people are able to purge now that they are alone. And this could be an indication too that if the person that you're dealing with, maybe they are with another person and maybe they really do need to be alone in order to purge, and that might not be happening. Yeah, we have something about regret. So people have feelings of regret, feeling maybe badly for how they acted. Could be you, could be them. But there's definitely these feelings of regret. It's kind of like it's such a shame. This is something that should have worked. Why didn't it work? It's such a bummer. It's such a bummer that this is how things ended up. And we have bound. So there's definitely somebody here that's bound to their pain, bound to their maybe some kind of circumstance. They feel like they don't have control over this connection. They don't have control over their heart, their feelings. They don't have control over the energy, or perhaps they feel bound by other circumstances in their life to where they cannot give to this connection or be with this person for some reason. And we have mask. Somebody is masking their pain. Somebody is masking their feelings. Somebody is masking how stuck they really feel, how bound they really feel. Somebody is masking the hell out of what they're really thinking or feeling. Somebody is not being entirely honest here about things. So we're going to go into all of these things. Now, there's more things, I'm sure, about your connection than just these 5 topics, but we are going to use these as a starting point to start this reading and take it from there. So we're just going to take it by order. I think this was the second. It doesn't really matter, but we're going to start off with solitude, you guys. Okay. So I've selected 2 decks for, one for you and one for this person. So we're going to start off with your energy. This is called the Before Tarot. So we're going to tap into your energy and see why solitude is coming through and how this is connected to you, the person watching this video. We have the Chariot. This is the way to go, is what Spirit is saying here about this. Solitude, being in a state of solitude. This is a green light. This is a go. This just means here that there's nothing holding you back, okay, but yourself. You alone are holding yourself back. The thing is that we may want something to work with this person and this connection right now, but if something is clearly not working, there is a good reason for it. It's either there's something that needs to be resolved within, both people, both parties, or there might just be something that's not working for a specific reason. But whatever it is, we do need to carry on. We do need to keep moving forward with determination. And that's what the Chariot represents in the upright position. So that really just confirms from spirit to me that we do need to carry on. We do need to keep moving forward. We can't, hang on and think about everything that isn't working and get caught up in all the problems. Sure, we can go ahead and try to figure out solutions on how we can maybe have a better connection at a later point, but we can't stop living our lives is what my point is. What else? Yeah, see, we have the Sun. We have a lot of upright cards that are major arcana, and I do have some reversed cards in here. So the fact that we're getting upright positions here, to me, especially in major arcana, is really Spirit's way of telling you in a big, big way that you are on the right path. You are on the path to happiness. You are on the path towards more positive outcome, but you've got to move forward in order to get there. Being in the energy that you're in currently right now, it may be that you need to push past this energy in order to see the light. So right now you might feel gloomy. Right now you might feel like things are not really headed in the right direction. But what Spirit is saying is that as long as you keep moving forward towards your own destiny, I also see the Chariot as a card of destiny. As long as you keep going towards your destiny, and you do have the free will in order to do that, I feel like happiness is on the horizon for those that choose to push forward and do that and not stay stuck on an account of what's not working. Yeah, you're leaving all the shit behind. Nine of Swords energy. Nine of Swords, I love to see it in reverse because this just tells me here, this is the end of nightmares. This is the end of pain. This is the end of depression and sadness. So this solitude doesn't have to be a negative. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. We can embrace this. We can embrace this energy here and actually turn a negative into a positive. So that's really what Spirit is saying to you through these three cards here. There's an energy that's reminding you that you alone create your own happiness. It's not this other person that's going to create it. Yes, it would be great if they would suddenly come on board with this and maybe apologize or come back or want to work things through and have a successful connection, but that's just maybe not happening right now. So instead of crying over spilt milk or crying over what's not working, we can take ourselves out of that mindset and stop being in that anxiety-ridden state and move towards happiness because it's available to us. And that's what Spirit's telling you through these cards. Let's go ahead and get another message here from the Moon deck. Kind of top off this energy here of solitude. What is Spirit trying to tell you here? Final message. Conscious eating nourishes me. Why this would come through, I have no idea, but the Sun is all about positive, very positive, high vibrational energy. So there's something about eating, something about diet. So this is a great time to also nourish your body, to take care of you from the inside and out. Perfect time to basically turn that frown upside down and start moving towards the light in all different aspects of your life. And we're just entering into 2019. We're at the very beginning of this year. It's a great time for New Year's resolutions, and having goals set for this year and different things like that. The reset button, we can press that, or we've pressed it, and now we are ready to start fresh, and we're going to go towards a more healthier mindset this year. That's what Spirit's saying here for those of you that find yourself in this state of being alone. But you're not alone, you're just in the state of solitude. There's a difference. You might feel lonely, but really you are alone. We just feel lonely sometimes when we are alone. So now what we're going to do is we're going to tap into the other person and just basically see what their energies are all about in this solitude state. So we're going to tap into the After Tarot for them and see what we got for them. And just to prove to you guys, we have some upright cards as well as some reverse cards. So there's a combination there. Okay. All right. So this person's energy connected to solitude. Okay, we have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse energy. Now, I do like to see the Two of Pentacles in the reverse energy because this is an indication here that somebody is coming out of a state of confusion. They might be coming out of a state of juggling things, juggling their emotions, juggling their responsibilities, juggling their thoughts, or even juggling their finances. Maybe this person has had issues with their career or, their financial situation, and maybe they're going to be coming out of that energy, or because they have pulled away and went into a state of solitude, maybe they are now balancing this energy out. So it could have been a good thing. We have the Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups in this particular deck is somebody who is, nourishing themselves, okay? So even though they might be in an energy here, of being alone, not being with you, whatever has transpired between the two of you, I'm seeing that there's definitely an energy of somebody who's taking care of them. This could be a selfish energy. It could, but it doesn't have to be. This is just somebody who is making sure that they have enough on reserve for themselves in order to take care of them. And it being combined with the Solitude card, this is an energy here that maybe somebody is just really wanting to be alone and wanting to just kind of self-soothe rather than to give their cup and to offer their cup to someone else at this particular time. And maybe that's what feels balanced to them. Maybe they're making more time for them instead of spreading themselves too thin for everybody else. Yeah, so what's happening here is Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is a solid offer. The Page of Pentacles is a message. It's bringing something forth that is solid. When it's reversed, it means that there's a delay. This is not happening. So I'm really getting here that the person that you're connected to for this reading, maybe you're in separation with them, or they may have pulled their energy away from you. And because they've done that, you're definitely going through all the things that you need to go through. You are realizing that you do need to carry on, that you do have happiness that's ahead of you. It is a mindset, and that you don't want to stay stuck and hung up on this connection and lose any more sleep over this connection. And so you're going to start taking care of you and nourishing yourself too, because you can see here that this person is not quite ready to offer you something solid at this time, and they are more interested in drinking that cup for themselves than extending this offer to you, or maybe even anybody else at this particular time. But whatever confusion that they've been in, their solitude or being alone or away from this connection is actually helping to aid them to find themselves and to figure it out. But I'm just seeing that this person is still in this energy of not being ready to offer a solid commitment at this point. That's just what I'm getting here. So let's go ahead and get an oracle card for them, just to kind of see where things are at for them, using the moon deck as well. I am courageous, steady, and strong. So they're definitely in this energy here of wanting to be more filled with strength and courage, because we can see here that, they do need to kind of take care of themselves and to make sure that they're whole before they can perhaps offer that cup to someone else or to offer a solid situation. So they're working on having more courage and strength and to feel better. So I just see that they're kind of recuperating wherever they were confused before, wherever they were just kind of, all over the place. They're definitely wanting this calmer, more peaceful energy. So if they're pulling away from you or other people, that's why they're kind of wanting to self-soothe at this point. That's just what I'm getting here. Okay, so let's go ahead now and go into regret. So what are the energies that are surrounding regret? What's going on here? So I'm going to still connect with the same tarot, but I'm going to switch up the oracle cards. So what is the energy revolving around regret for you, person watching this video? We have the Knight of Cups. So yeah, your regret stems from this person not offering their cup to you. Okay, so we can clearly see that here. We can clearly see that rather than this person offering you their cup, they're drinking that cup instead of offering it to you. And we know that you're disappointed because in the after tarot, this man has given this woman the cup, but it's reversed. That didn't happen. Or there's a regret that this is not happening right now. So we're sad about this. So there's a regret with how something has played out. Something wasn't offered. There's an opportunity. It didn't happen. It didn't go the way that you had planned or had hoped with this person. So there's definitely that regret. Yeah, King of Cups. And the King of Cups being in the reverse position is an indication, I got to let my other cat out now, is another indication here of somebody who's just lacking that emotional maturity. They haven't quite understood something yet. We have the King of Cups here with the cup in the air. To me, this states that this is a cup or some divine wisdom that this king is not taking at this point. Whether he's incapable of it or he sees it and he just doesn't want it at this time, there's an energy here that's saying that he is not ready for this kind of either connection, or he's not at that level of understanding to where he can have that mature connection that you may be desiring with him at this particular time. And it doesn't have to be a him, it could be a she as well. This is just energies, masculine energies. And we have temperance. Yeah. Realizing that something needs to be balanced. Something needs to be tempered. Something needs to be healed. And this is going to require time. So there's this regret here that you have that's just like, it's a missed opportunity. It's a bummer that somebody just isn't ready at this point for this connection. There's so much potential. There was so much of an emotional connection here because we have these cups energy here, and even the water with the temperance. A lot of deep emotions, a deep emotional connection. Obviously, you're watching this reading because you had a deep soul connection with this person, and it's just a bummer that it just isn't working right now. It's a bummer that things are happening in this way. But what I'm getting here is that it really is forcing you to have to take better care of yourself, to no longer be in this energy. Like, you could choose to be in this energy, sure, but I'm seeing you don't want to. And I'm seeing that Spirit really is telling you to try to see the positives about why this has happened, or maybe why it's not working out right now, or why this just didn't happen. There's definitely a bright future that's on the horizon for you, but staying stuck in bed and being depressed and keeping yourself away from living your destiny and moving forward with your life, that's not going to give you that light. You're going to stay in that darkness, and you don't want that anymore. We can only stay in that energy for so long. Because again, this person needs courage and strength. They need to grow into that king, and they're just not quite there yet. They're not quite there yet. They might just still be in that self-absorbed energy, just kind of like, still in that knight's energy of just kind of taking care of them and not really wanting the responsibilities of a relationship or a deeply committed connection at this point. That could be it. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into this energy here. This is called, what is this called? Hold on for a second. I don't want to say the wrong one. Crystal Intentions Oracle. It's a new deck. All right, let's go ahead and get Crystal Intentions Oracle. We have the Ruby and Fuchsite, and I'm not saying that right, I bet, but that's okay. I attract romance filled with divine love. I have a healthy sex life. That is very interesting to me that these words are on this, okay? It says sexual and sensual vibrancy, increased passion for life and in relationships, attract spiritually aligned romance, love, and your soulmate. Oh my God. Okay. This is crazy, you guys, because we can already see here that this energy here, this is your energy that's connected to regret. Okay. There's definitely a missed opportunity here. The temperance, you realize that something needs to be tempered, something needs to be healed, but you want this energy with divine love. Now, you may have had this very, the sexual chemistry, if there was in fact a sexual connection. Not everybody has had a sexual connection with this person. So if that doesn't resonate, don't take the message. But there's something that's deeper than sex. It's sex combined with divine love. This is a soulmate, soul connection, twin flame, whatever you want to call it. But there's definitely this energy here that's saying sexual and sensual vibrancy. I want to combine the two. I want to create passion for life and in my relationships. I want to attract a spiritual partner that's filled with romance. So what Spirit is telling you here, this may even be a special message. Ruby in Fuchsite. Again, I'm probably not saying that right, but this is what it looks like, and that's the name of it if you guys want to look at that. This might be a stone for you guys to get in order to attract perhaps more of this higher vibrational energy to you. It could help to heal this existing connection, to maybe help to bring it to a higher frequency, or perhaps you will attract a different partner that is of your same vibration of what you're wanting to bring into your life. But it says, I attract romance that's filled with divine love and healthy sex lives. So this is like combining the two. So if you just had a sexual connection with this person, And there wasn't really a lot of love, like deep love. And it was just very sexually charged and sexually fueled. Sometimes people can misconstrue that for, love. And so if that's the case, what I'm getting here is Spirit is telling you, even if this person isn't ready for you, it may be after a period of time that maybe they will choose this connection, or they'll raise their vibration in order to be with you, or you will in fact raise your vibration and you will go towards somebody else that is better suited for you. So what Spirit is saying is try not to be in the state of regret. Because why? Because as long as you keep moving forward with your own destiny and you don't stay stuck in Nine of Swords energy, you're going towards the light. So the person that's watching this video, if you're hung up on this character right now, what I'm getting is that as long as you take care of you and do you and keep moving forward towards your own destiny, Spirit is going to align you with the correct love for you. So if it is this person, the divine's got it. Because that's what temperance is. Temperance is the angel of divine love to me. Meaning like that angel has both people's cups. This is either something that's going to work or it's something that's not going to work. It's either meant to be or it's not. It's like there's some kind of a spiritual divine connection here that is either meant for you. It's either meant for you now or later or not at all. Or there's somebody else that is meant for you. Regardless, you're going towards happiness. That's just what I'm seeing here. So this is about raising your own vibration, taking the time to heal, taking the time to step away from anything that is holding you back, any kind of nightmares or fears that you're having. It's about going towards the light with the sun and the chariot's energy for you. Somebody is not ready, and you can stay in regret. Sure, you can stay here, but Spirit's telling you not to do that. Spirit's telling you to heal, to take the time that you need, but do move forward towards the light, because there is some kind of an energy of romance with divine love and sex that is on the horizon for you. And you are being asked to go into that vibration. So this vibration is not divine. That vibration is low vibration. It's fear. It's ego. It's just fear. And that kind of energy is very difficult to battle when you're trying to attract romance filled with divine love. So, wow, so beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and go into this other person's energy when it comes to regret. What is this other person's energy when it comes to regret? Where are they? We have Ace of Cups, Nine of Wands, the Magician. Okay, this is what I'm getting immediately. I think it's very interesting that we have the Magician who has the tools in front of them. Okay. There was an offering here. This person, this is just what I'm going to say about it. This person blew it. Okay. This person blew it. You offered them this cup of your love. Now, that doesn't mean that it was perfect. It doesn't mean that you didn't come with your issues. It doesn't mean that it absolves you of any wrongdoing. It doesn't mean you were perfect. But the cup that you were offering to them, it came straight from your heart. You literally handed this person your heart. But what they did is they were in the Knight of Wands energy. The Knight of Wands is a character that knows how to connect with you in a very passionate, sexual is coming through very strong in this reading. So if some of you have not had sex with this partner, which, I deal with a lot of people that there's no sex involved, that doesn't mean that this message cannot be for you, but there's definitely an intense energy here that connects you and this person. And you handed your heart over to them. But what I'm getting here with the Magician, as you can see, the Magician raises up all his tools, but the thing is, he hasn't touched any of the tools. He hasn't touched the sword, the pentacle, the wand, or the cup. He hasn't done anything yet. This person doesn't know what to do. They do not have the tools, or it's not that they don't have the tools. They actually do have the tools. We all have the tools, but they do not have the skills. And they did not have the skills at this time in order to do the correct thing with your heart. So there's regret that this person has, that they were not ready. And I keep saying, I'm talking about this in a past tense because I really feel like this is a connection that has already, been not destroyed, but it's already been, something has already happened here with the two of you. This is like past tense. This person, or it could even just be now, current. They don't know what to do with this energy because they're a Knight of Wands energy. The Knight of Wands energy is one of the most unstable energies in the tarot, okay? So that just means that somebody is in your life, they're hot, and then they're cold. They rush in, it's real good in the very beginning, and then bam, like a thief in the night, they're just gone. It's an unstable, non-committal energy. So there's this energy here where, yeah, the passion may have just been dynamite between the two of you. But when it came to actual love, they did not know how to hold that cup and keep that cup and savor that cup. They did not know how. Okay? They did not know how. And why? Because we have this energy here, that's the regret there. Here, it's like, I don't have the courage and the strength. The Page of Pentacles, I cannot offer that solid offer. And there's this energy here that, yes, this person, there's all that cup in there, all that emotion, but on their end, it's like they're falling short on the emotional end. You're putting it all out there, but they couldn't do it. So that person only knows how to drink from their own cup. They don't know how to drink from your cup is what I'm getting here from Spirit. So they're just unaware or don't know how yet. Doesn't mean ever. It just means at this point, they're not able to pick up that cup and properly do with that cup what they should be doing. And I want you guys to also see this because it's all coming together. Do you see that? You see the cup that was being offered, but the king cannot see that cup. Can't see the cup. Okay, so that's why it's in the reverse position. So there's a missed opportunity here. So there's been a missed opportunity. We can already see that the regret and everything tied to you is that this connection didn't work out, that it wasn't the right time, that something needs to be healed. So it's all connected. So yeah, this person's energy connected to regret has something to do with you offering them, but them not being ready or them not knowing what to do with that cup when you offered it to them. It's unfortunate, but they didn't know what to do with it. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into the stones here for this person. Just see what the message is. Green tourmaline. Abundance and prosperity are an infinite supply. I am grateful for the blessings in my life. Believe in unwanted wealth and success for all. Let's see. This is about infinite supply, heart-centered business associates, ethical. Okay, so this energy immediately tells me here that this person's energy is more in tune with material rather than their heart. The wands is about, energy. It's about, passion, what we're passionate about. Maybe this person's passions right now are about abundance and prosperity, but it's in more of a material way rather than in an emotional way. Maybe this person is very much into, wanting to keep all their options open and not make a choice or decision to hone in on one particular skill. They just kind of want to be open to do whatever it is that they want to do. But there is regret tied to this. So I'm just getting that it wasn't the right time between you and them. They just were not ready for this kind of love. They were not ready for this kind of commitment with you. So it's a missed opportunity and there's regret on their end about it. Okay. But I'm getting more of a sense that this person, because everything came up in the upright position, that they do feel convicted in this is just where I'm at and this is just who I am. So they may be a little unaware of themselves, you guys. Even though there's a regret that something didn't work, there's still a little bit of this energy that I keep tapping into with this person, is that this person doesn't 100% see that they might have some flaws or be the cause of the problems that you guys have had in this connection. So they still might not be aware of it themselves. And the lying can sometimes be prideful. Okay. Kind of like, I just am who I am. Maybe I'm better off alone. Maybe I just don't want a commitment right now. So I'm just going to kind of, not offer that. So there's that energy that I'm getting here for this person. Okay. Let's go into purge. What needs to be purged? What needs to be purged? All right. So let's tap into your energy. What needs to be purged? Okay, well, we have a King of Pentacles. So if some of you are dealing with, you know, a masculine, especially an earth sign individual, this is going to be a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo. It might be that you need to purge this person because that this King of Pentacles character, when they're in the reverse position, is definitely not a good sign. It just means that somebody might just be extremely stubborn and unwilling to change, unemotional, aloof. They're just not willing to change. They're not willing to give you that kind of commitment. So you could be dealing with somebody like this. That's what needs to be purged. This could also be father issues as well. Yeah, you want to release yourself from this person. That's what it is. It could be, like I just said, there could be a father issue here for the person that's watching this video, because remember, this is your energy. It could be that you've got some sort of King of Pentacles in your life, somebody that was a stable or maybe even an unstable part of your life. And you're really needing to cut ties with this belief that all people are going to let you down, that men or women or whoever this is can't be trusted because of maybe your idea of what people are or aren't or should or shouldn't be. I don't know. That just is something I'm getting from Spirit right now, you guys. It could be. Yeah, see the Tower. Something needs to basically just be done. We've got to just cut something out of our lives. It could be this specific person that we're doing this reading on. Yes, it could, but it doesn't have to be. I'm just getting here that somebody has been tied and bound to a person, and it's a King of Pentacles specifically in the reverse position, and it's really affecting them and how they feel about themselves, the way that they feel about their stability and the way that they feel about who they are in this world. And again, this could be from parents. It could be that there was an overbearing parent or somebody that manipulated or lorded control over you and made you feel a certain way. Whatever this is, it needs to be cut out. And that's why we have the Tower in reverse and the Eight of Swords in reverse. The Eight of Swords in reverse means that you can cut this shit out. This Tower means that when you do this, this is the shift that's going to have to take in order for you to literally purge this and be done with this behavior or this belief or this person and free yourself. And that's leading up into this next card, which is Bound. There could just be some kind of a belief or some kind of a person here that you're tied to in a negative way that you need to just completely just rid yourself of this whole situation. That's just what I'm getting here. So we're going to go ahead and go into the Tau Oracle. Basically see what we got here as far as another additional message here. We have deliverance, release. Oh my gosh. Relief, a fresh approach, liberation from instruction, finding a solution, exhilaration. I can't believe this. I really can't. That is exactly what the Tower is. It's a liberation. It is releasing something that is no longer working for you. So that's got to speak to some of you out there watching this video. You know what this is. This King of Pentacles has got to go. And the thing is, does it got to go in the sense that, you know, you're leaving someone completely out of your life? No, this just might be that you're cutting ties, as in you're no longer going to be affected by this person's negative thoughts, their projections onto you, whatever it is, this energy that you have tied to them in a negative way that's holding you back. You're getting rid of it. You're releasing this energy. You're no longer going to be bound by this energy any longer. You're purging it. And that's why it's coming through right here. You're purging this energy. You're liberating yourself from this energy here. And I think it's interesting that we have lightning here, and we also have lightning here and clouds. So it could literally be during a rainstorm or some sort of disruption in weather that you feel liberated, as in that's the time. We also have purge. We have water. I'm just getting maybe rainstorms or even a freaking hurricane or just some kind of crazy ass weather that it's like a representation of your true liberation and letting go of this person. Like you feel free once and for all. You're freaking done. Like you're no longer willing to let them or the energy that you have tied to them or a belief that you have about yourself because of them to control your life any longer. You are purging this situation or this energy. You are doing this. I think that that's so fantastic. Love it. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look and see this other person that you're dealing with. What is their energy that's connected to purge? What do they need to purge? Wow, we have a Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups, it could be a particular person. That it could be that maybe they feel like they need to be done with maybe you, perhaps, if you're a very emotionally unstable person, depressed, somebody who's manipulative and that sort of thing. They could feel that they just need to purge this energy out of their life. They don't want that kind of energy around them. This could be a manipulative mother figure as well, a female figure. They might just look at females that are emotional and just are repelled by them, perhaps. But there's some kind of an issue there that they want to get rid of. And we have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands means I don't want to fight. I just want to give up. I don't want to fight anymore. I just basically want to give up. I don't want to fight for this. I don't want to save this. I just want to let go. There's some kind of an energy here where I don't want to deal with emotions. I don't want to deal with emotions or manipulation or dreary, sad energy. I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, Three of Swords in the reverse. This is about an apology. And what I'm getting from this is that this could be, and take it as it resonates, you guys, if somebody has apologized to you or they said that they're sorry and you still don't trust them, I'm getting here that this person isn't willing to fight to try to basically prove to you that they are sorry or that you can trust them. It's too much effort. They don't want to deal with it. Now, this could be another partner. It doesn't have to be connected to you. This could be that they're just done. They're done with somebody else. They're done with the situation. They're done with a person that's just emotionally manipulating them, and they just don't want to fight anymore, and they just basically want to move on. So that's what they need to purge. They need to purge a negative female, perhaps, or a negative person that's playing emotional, manipulative mind games with them. They need to purge this from their life. So if some of you are dealing with somebody that is with somebody else, another partnership, Spirit's coming through and saying this partnership needs to be purged. Okay? This partnership has to be purged because somebody is in a lower vibrational energy and they are actually, I'm seeing that the person that you're dealing with wants to actually have more peace, but the Queen of Cups does not. The Queen of Cups wants to be a victim. The Queen of Cups wants to make this person pay or wants to get something from them that they're not going to be able to get, which is a certain kind of emotion or fulfillment. But it's being done in a very codependent, needy, unstable emotional way, like almost like maybe even like a mental illness kind of a way. So I hope that makes sense to some of you out there. But that needs to be purged. Somebody doesn't want to be with that situation. Interesting. But we do have following. This actually came up in last week's Soul Connection reading. This is about a person that feels like they need to be loyal to someone. They need to be loyal to a family. They need to be loyal to a group of people. They're trying to do the right thing. They're trying to be sensitive to somebody else's needs. So what I'm getting here, and again, I don't want to imply that anybody that's watching this video is this Queen of Cups, unless you feel like that's you. Because it could be that somebody's just trying to kind of gently just kind of leave your life without you really knowing that they're leaving your life. As in, they don't want to fight with you anymore. So they're just going to kind of agree to disagree with you, or they're just kind of trying to be nice so that way you don't flip out and you don't fall apart. Or this could be, in fact, another person that this person is dealing with, and they need to let go of this situation because they might just be with somebody because they don't want somebody to basically flip out, or somebody is in a sensitive mental state, and so they don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to cause chaos. They don't want to fight with this person anymore. They're just kind of like, they're going to be just miserably unhappy, but they're just going to kind of try to keep the peace. I hope that makes sense, but this is definitely an energy that's not working. So if they're doing this with you or they're doing this with somebody else, this needs to stop. That energy needs to end. Feeling sorry for somebody or walking on eggshells or looking at someone as in they're unstable because maybe we're unstable and we don't want to deal with our emotions. Some kind of an energy is not serving the person that you're watching this video for in a positive way. They have to change this, is what I'm getting here. They have to actually adapt to their own feelings or their own just thoughts or feelings. It's not their thoughts, it's their own feelings about the situation. There's also an energy here where somebody might feel like they have to stay loyal to a partnership that they're not happy in. They're staying for all the wrong reasons. I don't know. That's just what I'm getting here. I hope that makes sense. But somebody's got to purge this energy because it's not working. It's actually disrupting their life, and it's also disrupting your connection or growth or something like this. Very interesting. So it'll be very interesting now to see what happens when we bring through bound. Okay. What are we bound to? What is this energy talking about? What are we bound to? This is for the person watching the video. Bound. What's coming through for bound? Yeah. This is being bound to something and not wanting to basically move forward. Wanting to stay stuck. Wanting to basically be in troubled waters rather than going towards harmony, peace, and resolution. So it could be that we feel like we are stuck. We feel like we can't disconnect from this person. We feel like we can't have peace of mind no matter what we do. We feel like, every time we take 2 steps forward, we take 10 steps back. Every time we try to cut things off, this person comes back, or we're reminded of them in some way and we blame it on the universe. The universe keeps giving me signs. I let go, and then all of a sudden now I'm seeing their name everywhere. There's some kind of an energy here where somebody is obsessed with the energy of being stuck in the energy. Okay, that's not to put a negative on that for you if you feel that way. But yeah, somebody wants to stay, that's just what I'm getting. Somebody wants to stay bound to this situation, as in, this is what feels comfortable to me. This is what feels like home to me. This is what I want. I'm going to settle down my roots, and this is where I'm going. I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay bound to this person. Take it or leave it, you guys. Either that's going to be if that's negative to you and that is affecting you in a negative way, then that's the indication that we need to basically release this behavior. But if you feel completely at ease and feel fine being bound to this situation in person, then you got to do what makes you happy. But I'm seeing that there's some situation, though, that's not on the up and up. It's the 7 of Swords. It just means there's some sort of behavior here that's not on the up and up. Somebody isn't being entirely honest. So you're dealing with somebody who is either lying, cheating, trying to get away with something, trying to pull the wool over your eyes, or maybe you're deceiving yourself. But there's some kind of an energy here where somebody is just not seeing things correctly. They're not seeing things the way that they should see them because they've been lied to. They're bound to, and I don't want to say they're bound to a lie, but they're not bound to what they think they're bound to, as in whatever they're bound to it in a negative. They're not bound to it from a pure energy. So it's kind of like we may need to let go, like the card suggested in the very beginning. We need to keep moving forward. And if this is a connection that's meant to be for us, then it will make its way back to us, or this other person will raise their vibration and meet us somewhere down the line. But if we are holding on to this notion that somebody said, hey, you know what, we're meant to be, and this is this and this is that, but yet the behavior that they're displaying doesn't match up with what they said, then you're left kind of holding that old bag of the old words, and there hasn't been any kind of new energy that's adding to a future. So it's kind of like you're the only person that is putting the energy into this connection. The other person is kind of doing something else, perhaps. I don't know. That's just what I keep getting, and I hope that makes sense. But that 6 of Swords, when I get that card with a card like the Devil or bound, this just tells me that we're bound to staying stuck in a rut. We want to stay stuck in this 4 of Wands. And the thing is, the 4 of Wands is actually a beautiful card, but I've got 2 cards that are negative, right? It's sandwiched right in between 2 negatives, and this card is the Devil. So this tells me that our own obsessive thoughts or our own obsessive need for this connection is actually putting us in an energy of lower vibration. So again, it goes with the very beginning of this reading, which is we do need to keep moving forward towards the light instead of staying stuck in any kind of an energy that's not serving our highest good. And 7 of Swords, It doesn't serve anybody's highest good at all. Not at all. This right here is called the Wisdom of the Avalon Oracle cards. Yeah, we have the King. Okay, so this is about taking the mask. This is connected to a masculine energy, or this just means that you need to be the king. You need to basically step on that throne and take back control, because we're bound to something. Maybe that we're bound to a masculine energy, somebody who is, you know, perhaps has all the control, or we're giving them more power than they deserve. Or we need to take back our control and our power and step into that king's throne. That's what that is. So yeah, there's something about upholding the law and doing the right thing. So is the right thing happening here? Are people acting with integrity? Has justice been served, or it hasn't? So we're bound perhaps to a male figure that may be, and this is going to resonate for some of you and it won't for others. Maybe they're a king in somebody, maybe they already have their own kingdom. And we want this kingdom with them. We want this home with them. But there's this amount of deception and lies that is going on, and we're kind of stuck because this king has this authority over us, or we are allowing this person to have kind of call all the shots and to basically be in charge of our happiness and our situation. And what Spirit's saying is we've got to cut away from that kind of energy. We're giving way too much power to this connection, way too much power to this foundation. But something is faulty about this, unfortunately. And it doesn't mean that this can't ever work. It just means that the way that things have been laid so far, the foundation that you think you have, has been built on some kind of a lie or some kind of behavior that's not on the up and up. And we've got to get out of that behavior, or we got to get out of that energy. We've got to go towards a new destination. A new destination needs to be created in this connection, because this old energy is not working. Old energy needs to be purged. Or somebody's foundation, somebody needs to take control of their situation, and they, instead of sneaking around and being kind of, you know, going about things a certain way. So some of you are dealing with a partner that's with another partner, and they're just basically trying to stay for the other person, kind of like, well, they're fragile and I don't want to leave them right now and all this other crap. There's some kind of an energy here, and I'm not saying it's not true. They might be dealing with somebody who's emotionally unstable, but there's some kind of sneaky bullshit energy going on here that's just wasting your freaking time. It's just wasting your time. And you have the ability to cut yourself away from it, but you might not want to do that. And it's like Spirit's saying you're only hurting yourself, because remember, we've got to purge that energy that's no longer serving us. We've got to basically go towards the light, and this energy here is not light. That's just what I'm getting here. Oops, we're still going to bound for this person. So we just tapped into your energy. Let's tap into their energy when it comes to bound. Now, I feel like this person was already came through bound to a situation that they need to purge. Well, let's see what else comes through. What else are they bound to? Well, we have the Eight of Wands energy. We have the Page of Cups energy in reverse, and we have the Ace of Pentacles energy. So I don't like any of those energies at all reversed, because they all are delays. Every single one of these cards are delays. Eight of Wands is about moving forward. When it's reversed, things are not happening. Things are not moving forward. There's a delay. When the Page of Cups is there, this is an offer. When it's reversed, it means something isn't being offered. There is maybe some sort of an emotional immaturity, some kind of maturing that needs to take place, and it's just not happening right now. So that needs to happen. And we also have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is an offer. Something isn't being offered right now. So what they're bound to, what this person is bound to, whether it's another situation or their own issues and their own behaviors, their own selfish behaviors. This Page of Cups to me, especially in the reverse position, means somebody who's giving you little freaking crumbs. They're not really giving you much to basically go off of. They only give you a little bit just to sustain you. But they never really either gave themselves 100% to you, or they just give you crumbs, just enough to keep you hanging on, but you're not really sustained. You guys can't move forward in this connection. So, and the reason why is because they're all tied up. They're bound to some other situation or energy. So it's a delay. It's a delay. And I have wealth. There's something about wealth. There's something about the material. So this person could be very connected to success, their own wealth, the material world. It did come up earlier. Or this could be an energy here that they're connected to people for the wrong reasons, or they're just very much in their 3D energy, as in they're in their survival mode. They're not really thinking with their hearts. They're more in the mindset of need. They're more in the mindset of the material, of superficial things. They're not really in that deep connected energy with themselves, that cups energy. Yeah, because remember this card came up for this person earlier, is then this might be the energy that they're connected in. Rather being in this very emotional energy and being ready for this type of a connection and love from you, they're not in that energy. They're having a difficult time basically maturing and to offer you that cup. Instead, they're drinking from their own cup. They're not able to be that king of cups for you. They're not able to offer you that solid start right now. Okay? So they're very much tied up and bound to material things, or things that have them bound in the material world. So they're not able to offer you that solid connection or solid foundation that you're looking for right now. So it's come up several times in this reading. So let's go ahead and go into the last topic, which is mask. So let's go ahead and take a look at your energies that are connected to mask. What are you masking? What are you hiding? That sort of thing. Okay, well, the High Priestess is definitely a card of somebody who's hiding something for sure, especially when it's in the upright position. So we're hiding how we feel, but I don't see it being a negative for you, because the High Priestess being in the upright position just means that, you have this all-knowing just energy about you. You basically know the bullshit. You know what's going on. You know what's happening here. You can't lie to yourself. You know what to do. Now, this is about keeping things to yourself and realizing that you know when to take off the mask, and you know when to speak, and you know when not to speak. And so what I'm getting here is that what you're hiding behind right now is wisdom, and that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. We also have the Knight of Pentacles being in the reverse position. So the mask that you're hiding behind here is this is like being at a dead halt. The Knight of Pentacles is already a card of slow moving energy. When it's reversed, you're at a dead halt. You're not moving. So there is an energy here that we're kind of like we're masking something by not moving. We're not moving forward. And we already saw in the beginning of this reading that Spirit is really suggesting for you to make sure that you move forward. But I did see earlier that we want to kind of stay stuck, and we want to stay committed, and we want to stay bound to something. We don't want to let it go. So there is this fight, this tug of war inside of you that knows what you should do, yet you're not doing it. You're masking, you're hiding behind not taking any action for some reason. I don't know if that's going to resonate, but that's it. And we have the Hermit. Yeah, there is some kind of a wisdom that you do have, and that's why it's here with the High Priestess, okay? But there's still something that you're not applying to the material world. So you might be all up in your spiritual energy, like, yep, I get it, I know what to do, but there's something about the physical world that now you're not moving forward. So it's available to you to move forward. But what I'm seeing here is you might be having a difficult time actually taking the action steps to move forward, to practice what you preach, or to practice what it is that you intuitively have been told or given by Spirit, perhaps, or the advice that maybe you have been given, perhaps from spiritual teachers or whatever. You're not applying this energy. You're not applying the messages. You're not utilizing these things. You're not moving forward for some reason. That's just what I keep getting. I don't know why that is, but that's just what's happening here. So I'm just going to go into another tarot card. This is the Moonchild Tarot for a confirmation message here. Yeah, look at this, you guys. You want to know what the Eight of Wands is? And it's not in the reverse position. The Eight of Wands is it's time to fly. It's the absolute opposite energy of the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay? It's time to freaking fly. It is not a time to basically put your head in the sand and pretend that this isn't happening. To pretend that you don't know what to do. Because The high priestess does know what to do. And the hermit is the journey that we take within in order to find that answer. You already have the answer is what Spirit's telling me. But you might be hiding behind, I don't know what to do, or you do know what to do. And that's moving forward. 8 of Wands. This is also a card of travel. This is also a card of communication. This is about taking off the mask, perhaps, maybe speaking your truth. But I really don't feel like that's the message. And the reason I say this is because the High Priestess is about not speaking. And she's in the upright position, and she's much stronger than the 8 of Wands. So I've got to tell you guys, I don't really feel that it is a card to communicate. I feel like it is a card of movement. High Priestess knows. She keeps things to herself. She doesn't have to communicate because she already intuitively knows. She's communicating with Spirit. She doesn't have to move her lips. She does not have to say anything. She already knows. She's all-knowing. So this is about kind of also holding back your energy and not letting it all out there. You don't have to tell everybody everything. You don't have to tell everybody what you're thinking. You don't have to announce on social media your every single move. This is about keeping some energy and some things secret. You're doing this for a reason. It's for a higher purpose, okay? So you're being asked also, too, there's something about traveling and moving. If you guys have been thinking about traveling or moving, it might be time that it's time for a new change. It's time to go into a new area, living arrangements, job, whatever that speaks to you. It's time. It's time is what I'm getting here from Spirit. It's time. All right, let's go ahead and check the energies of this other person. What's their mask? What are they masking? What are they hiding? Well, what they're hiding behind ego. I see the 6 of Wands reversed as a card of ego. This is somebody who's just kind of like, out in the spotlight, and, they're announcing on social media they're doing so well. Actually, they're not. This is somebody who is hiding behind achievements, hiding behind fake victory and success. It's not true. So they might hide behind their achievements. They might hide behind their ego. They might hide behind that they're doing better than they really are. I'm getting here that they're not doing as well as you think they're doing. You might be falling for it, though. And I had a card that just popped out, and it's the Tower. They're hiding behind that shit has come crashing down in their life. It really has. That their life has basically fallen apart. Now, you may not know this, or you may know it, but they're hiding their reaction, or they're hiding how they're coping with it. It's definitely taking them down, though. Whatever has happened to them is taking them down. Or whatever realization that they're coming to, they're not going to be able to hide from it much longer. Shit's going to come crashing down for this person. That's just what I'm getting. And, oh, wow, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Now, I've gotten a heavy energy through this reading, and it may not resonate for everybody out there, that some of you are dealing with somebody that's in a marriage or another relationship. Something is going to happen in this connection, or things are not going as well as you have perceived in your own mind that they're going. Somebody is hiding something with what's happening in a situation, a commitment. Things are not going either as well, or they're not going as planned. And somebody is kind of hiding this. They're hiding behind their security. They're hiding behind something. They're hiding behind money, but something's going to come crashing down. The Tower is that card of divine intervention. So whatever facade that this person has been putting up in the world, that they are just doing so well, that their life is just all intact, some shit's going to come crashing down, where you might even be able to witness this Tower. And it's not like you wish it upon them, but maybe some of you feel like that's justice. I don't know. There's something there. We have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands could be an energy here. It's kind of like, what we've created. The Page of Wands is a creative individual, somebody that may have created their own shitstorm. And that's just what I'm getting here. This is somebody, maybe their immature actions that they've taken, the way that they have been in life has literally led them up to this point. So it's not you can't feel sorry for this person, but people make their own beds, and sometimes they just have to lie in it. They do. They just have to lie in it. There could be this energy here where somebody has just been in that Page of Wands. We already saw the Knight of Wands energy, somebody who just wanted to be in an adventure. They just wanted to have a good time. And you know what? Sometimes you come into connections with people, you play with people, and sometimes, shit gets real and people have to kind of see things from other people's perspectives. They might not see it from your perspective, but maybe in another situation, they're going to see like, wow, you know, maybe I could have done things differently, or maybe I understand now how that person felt when I did this. There's some kind of karmic kind of energy here that I'm getting. Very interesting. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead now and take a look and see what are some things that this person, if they could say anything to you right now, what would it be? And this is from their higher self, okay? What would this person say to you right now if they could say anything to you? Okay, so this person has looked you up online. And some of you may not have social media. This just means that this person could have literally looked at their phone, a picture of you, an old email, an old text. They could have Googled your name. But since you guys have either not been together or not talking, they've definitely been curious about you and they've looked you up online. They want you to know that. They're also telling you here, I don't know how I feel anymore. So some people may be afraid to tell you this. So if you are still kind of talking to this person a little bit here and there, that they don't know how they feel anymore. So they might be hiding behind that. I'm just confused. I don't even know how I feel right now at this moment. And something is still missing for me and I'm trying to figure out what that is. So somebody is telling you here that even though they might be curious about you, they might be looking you up online, just kind of keep tabs on you to see what you're up to, or they might be looking at your pictures or your information, your exchange back and forth. Regardless, somebody's confused. Somebody's confused and they're still trying to figure out what's going on. They're still trying to figure out what's missing in their life. They're still not 100%. They haven't figured it out yet. So I'm seeing here that this person has not had their tower moment just yet, but I see it's coming. I see it's coming for them. Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to cap off the reading with some future energies of you and this person. And I say future energies as in it's possible future energies. This can shift and change at any time. So if this comes up as challenging or positive, remember it can shift at any time. So this right here again is the Moonchild Tarot. I'm going to combine it with my Signs from Spirit Love Oracle. What do we got? Possible future energies. Well, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is a card of people just kind of being on their own. Single energy, taking care of themselves, self-soothing. It's kind of like how we started this reading with the Solitude card. And we also have Revealing. It's kind of like people are, their energies, like people are taking care of themselves and they're putting on a facade or a mask even that they're doing better than they really are. And I already got that for the person that you're watching this video for, but it may be that it's very revealing to the other person to see that you're doing just fine the more that you take care of yourself. Both of those messages just came through. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles came up in this reading already, but it came up as reversed. And so this is an indication here that somebody, again, there's like a solid offer or some kind of an energy here where somebody, excuse me, is working on their own pentacle. They're working on their own pentacle. Yeah, they're raising their own vibration. They're choosing peace and happiness in their thoughts with others. So, sorry, my throat's so dry. So this is about raising your own vibration and really working on your own pentacle. That's just what I'm getting here. Okay. So I'm getting single energy here. I'm getting people that maybe aren't coming together at this time or in the near future. But I do have a Knight of Cups, but I have hidden. They're still hiding their cup. So it's not necessarily like, you know, doom, 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 you know, bad news. This is never going to work or anything like that. But somebody is still not revealing something. Somebody is still hiding something. I have two cards that indicate, you know, what people's eyes, or it's kind of like how somebody really feels isn't what they're doing. Somebody is doing things, but they're not acting authentic. And maybe that they're hiding something. They're just trying to keep the peace also with other people instead of offering their cup of love and going with their heart. They're choosing to just kind of do what they need to do, deal with their obligations, deal with their responsibilities. So I feel like you, the person that's watching this video, you're going to be taking care of yourself, which is going to be very revealing to you. May even be very revealing to this person that you're doing just fine. But that cup of love that you want, it's still being hidden from you. But regardless, you are choosing to be in peace and harmony within yourself and with this connection. But I feel like people are really choosing themselves. And I feel like the person that you're dealing with is still hiding their cup from you, and they're choosing to just kind of be in more of a peaceful energy with situations that they may not be happy in with other people, just to kind of keep the peace for the present time and just kind of focus on more material things, practical things, making choices out of logic and practical energies rather than emotions. So that's what we're getting. So let's go ahead and really wrap this reading up with some final messages from Spirit to the person watching this video. What does Spirit want you to know? Just for you. This is a combination of cards. So I'm going to pick 4 different cards here. An Ascended Master, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Michael. All right, Ascended Master. I have no idea how to say that, so I'm not even going to attempt it. But you need to see the other person's point of view. Very interesting. So this entire reading, we've really had an opportunity to see this other person's point of view. We see where they're at. We see where their fears are. So sorry, this camera is starting to fall at the very ending of this reading. Hold on for just a second. My tripod here has broken, so I've got my camera literally taped. So it's like literally starting to slink away. I apologize. It's a little crooked too. But yeah, these are the final messages. So hopefully it doesn't fall again. But see the other person's point of view. So this is telling you to really take the time to see this other person's point of view. Again, we can sit here all day long and get caught up in what this other person needs to do. How they have done this or how they haven't done that. All those things. We could do that all day long, but that's just going to keep us stuck. Sometimes it's better to see, or to at least try to see the other person's point of view, because it will actually help to bring you some peace and harmony. You won't feel like such a victim. You're not going to make them out to be such a villain either. And sometimes by doing that, that can really help to heal the energy if we can see things from other people's perspectives and points of view. This could even be that if some of you are dealing with a partner that has another partner, seeing things from their partner's point of view and seeing that maybe that other person is just trying to live their life and make the decisions the best way that they can for a family. Something like that, you guys. There's some kind of energy coming through like that. We also have classes. So this is talking about learning and teaching are a part of your higher calling. So it could be that it's time for you to learn something. It's time for you to either get involved with your higher calling. And it doesn't have to be classes, but this is just part of this card. Your higher calling is calling you to do something more than you're doing right now. Maybe this is giving you an opportunity through this period of solitude to basically take better care of yourself and kind of focus on your career, focus on something that you've always wanted to do. Maybe it does include teaching or taking a class or learning a new skill, but whatever it is, this is the perfect time to do it, is what Spirit's saying. Archangel Raphael, improving health. You know, what's very interesting is it already came through here at the very beginning of this reading. This is about eating healthier, taking better care of yourself. And here it's coming through again, improving health. So Archangel Raphael is telling you again, this is a very good time in order to improve your health. Now, health doesn't just have to be physical. This could be spiritually, emotionally, physically, mental. This is health all the way around, your soul. So this is talking about I was going to read this, but it's not really giving us any information. It's just like more of an affirmation, which is fine. But it says, our dear Archangel Raphael, it says, thank you for your comforting reassurance about this situation. So this is also about the improving health of a situation, as in however things are right now, this will improve. Your life, your situation is going to improve. And we already saw that with the sun. If you keep moving forward, your situation is going to improve. That's foolproof. Moving forward is only going to bring you more happiness instead of regressing. It's only going to progress you rather than regress you. And Archangel, I love this. Archangel Michael is telling you that the situation is already resolved. It's already resolved in the angel's eyes. It's already resolved in the higher realms. This is a vision. This is the very first spiritual awakening that I had back in 2008. Okay, that's how long ago it was. It's so significant to me because it was the first time in my life, and I've always been a spiritual person, but this was the very first time in my life where I had a true awakening or true vision, being touched by the divine, being given divine wisdom. And the way that it occurred to me, or the way that it came to me, was very interesting, but it was kind of like that message that came to me that if I didn't write it down right away, I was going to lose it forever. It was just so specific. And that's what it already was, is that in these higher realms, everything is already one, everything is already connected, everything is already resolved. But we're here in this third dimensional existence where everything is fucked. And so, it's hard not to get caught up in that reality. But really, and just a dimension that's literally like overlapped on top of us already. There's this dimension where we're already in this life existing, we're coexisting with people that we have all these issues with in a harmonious way. Things are already resolved. So it's kind of like when we talk about twin flames, how you're already with your twin flame in 5D, you're already connected. There is no separation. It was kind of the same kind of message that was given to me. And I think it's interesting that this is the very last message that's coming through. This situation is actually already resolved with this person. But see, here in the third dimensional world, you can't see that right now. You can't see that right now. So maybe there's this energy here that's saying that by going to some sort of spiritual class, and it doesn't mean you have to actually sit down in a classroom, but maybe it's like taking an online class or reading a book even, where we're learning how to improve our thinking, to raise our vibration, to see things from other perspectives, from other people's points of view. This is actually going to help us to see that everything is already resolved, everything is already won, everything is already healed. So there's this energy here where we are like ascending from this point forward. And it may be through this connection that it actually propels you into this new light that's ahead of you. So this situation and what's ever happening with this individual, it doesn't have to be doom and gloom. It's actually helping to propel you to a greater understanding within yourself and within this life. And it's propelling you towards the light. So anyways, I know this was a really long reading, and I don't even know why it went on as long as it did. So I hope that I didn't bore you guys, and I hope that I didn't lose some of you throughout this message. But I really felt compelled to do a deep reading. And I just wanted to, because my weekly readings are not as in-depth as this one. So I just felt I wanted to do it. So I hope that you guys got something from it. I hope that you guys saw the way that sometimes things happen for a reason at specific times. It gives us the opportunity to learn something, to understand something, and things happen the way that they're supposed to happen. And if you and this individual are meant to come together, things are going to resolve themselves. And I'm seeing that things are already resolved actually, but we just have to kind of catch up to that vibration. And the other person may also be trying to catch up to that vibration. But the key is that we don't sit around and wait. We don't stop living our lives. We don't stop learning. We don't stop experiencing life while we're waiting for this person to evolve. And I feel like that's where a lot of people are stuck, especially on the twin flame journey, that somehow you got to stop living your life and stop like living. I just keep getting that. Just stop living, waiting for your twin to wake up and choose the connection. That's ridiculous. That's not what life is all about, is waiting for somebody to figure it out. I mean, they're either going to figure it out or they're not going to figure it out. Or again, they've already figured it out. But the thing is, you got to do something in the meantime to keep moving forward with your life. You got to do it for yourself first and foremost, but maybe do it for the connection too. So you're actually helping other people by continuously improving your life and improving your health. It helps everybody else to raise their vibration. So I'm just getting at the very end here, everyone is connected. So as long as we are all taking care of us, then we are taking care of each other. It kind of goes hand in hand. I don't know. So anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. And I will catch you guys for the weekly read on Sunday. All right, take care. Bye-bye.